is a historic visit for us as an organization. And incidentally, I think one amongst, there could be others, organization of persons with disability that is focused on monitoring this election and ensuring the inclusivity of the election. So our practice, we do a cursory survey of the pre-election preparedness of the government, the state government, and then issue a preliminary statement alluding to the preparedness of the umpire or their unpreparedness. So this is a presentation of our preliminary statement. The week of July holds another great significance for TAF Africa as we embark on our election observation mission. Our team is committed to meticulously monitoring the election with a primary focus on how it affects the disability community. We aim to assess the accessibility of polling stations, the implementation of assisted voting, and the overall experience of voters with disability. We aim to assess the accessibility of polling stations, the implementation of assisted voting, and the overall experience of voters with disability. I can tell you that we have the commitment of the State Independent Electoral Commission that they will do a very important aspect of inclusion for us, which is priority voting and assistive voting where necessary. Our work extends beyond mere observation. We actively engage with stakeholders, educate voters with disability about their rights, and advocate for positive change to enhance the inclusivity of the electoral and political process. That we are prepared in terms of monitoring the process, observing the process, and reporting what our observation with those in the field will entail, as much as ensuring that it is not just fair, it is not just credible, but it is, in capital letter, inclusive.
Okay. TAF Africa is pleased to announce the deployment of 75 trained observers across the 25 local government areas in Delta State, ensuring comprehensive coverage of 3 observers per local government area. These dedicated observers will be strategically positioned at polling units with registered persons with disabilities to meticulously monitor the Delta State Independent Electoral Commission DSIEC level of compliance with assisted voting provisions for persons with disabilities. In our continuous commitment to leveraging technology and data-driven approaches for election observation, we have significantly upgraded our election observer application. This innovative tool will empower our observers to transmit information swiftly and efficiently in real time to our election hub. The enhanced data collection and real-time reporting capabilities of this app will play a pivotal role in improving the accuracy and timeliness of our observations, ensuring that every issue encountered is promptly addressed. To further our efforts in promoting transparency and accountability in this electoral process, we have established a dedicated PWD election hub. This hub will serve as the central point for aggregating and analyzing data received from our observers in real time. The information will be displayed on our PWD election monitoring dashboard, accessible to the public, stakeholders, and relevant authorities. This transparency tool is vital in ensuring that the electoral process remains accountable and inclusive for all, particularly for persons with disabilities. While we are committed to ensuring a free, fair, and inclusive electoral process, we are also acutely aware of the security concerns that may arise during this election. We call on the Delta State Independent Electoral Commission, DSIEC, political parties, security agencies, and civil society organizations to collaborate closely to ensure the safety and security of all voters, particularly persons with disabilities who may be more vulnerable to intimidation and violence.
Recommendations to the Delta State Independent Electoral Commission, DSIEC. Ensure strict adherence to assisted voting provisions for persons with disabilities. Facilitate the accessibility of polling units for persons with disabilities. Provide adequate training for electoral officials on the need of persons with disabilities at the polling unit. To political parties, discourage any form of violence or intimidation as it affects persons with disabilities, especially. Ensure that your agents are adequately trained on the rights of persons with disabilities. To security agencies, provide adequate security at polling units, especially those with high concentration of persons with disabilities. Respond promptly to any report of violence or intimidation. To civil society organizations, engage in voter education campaigns that include information on the rights of persons with disabilities. Collaborate with observers to report and address any issues that might be faced with persons with disabilities at the polling unit. To persons with disabilities, go out and exercise your right to vote and participate actively in the electoral process. Report any issue or challenges faced at the polling unit to observers or persons with disabilities election hall established by TAF Africa.
Set of PWDs, if the materials are